Betilin nalale mbali jekan mbali muikan wodongo ndolbe dahatale Menbe Kering alingantilin yulula nyuluna damunela kambe dahan Menbe Kering yo gabonyine nyama mbaliko ninyine belori galibana doya nyolbe dahata alikuma betilin nalale mbali jekan mbali muikan wodongo ndolbe dahatale Menbe Kering alingantilin yulula nyuluna damunela kambe dahandi yo mbalikoma jalibana doya nyawanya mbaliko.
Do you want to get more value for your dollars? And if the fees you pay for your transfer also matter to you?
Then ABS Money Transfer is your approved way to send money, nduga, cash power or mobile credit to family and loved ones in the Gambia.
Sending money with APS is like sending SMS. Our service is fast, reliable, safe and convenient. We have all our services under one roof at APS. We give you competitive rate, low fee and more payout locations nationwide than competition. We provide instant cash pickup, home cash delivery, or better still, deposit money direct into your personal bank account in the Gambia and be in charge of who sees what sits in your personal bank account.
Our APS cash service provides you with great peace of mind whilst you are on holidays in the Gambia. Should you run out of cash, you can use our POS for unlimited cash withdrawal with your European bank card. Just call us on 399-5264 for this service.
Our unique and innovative Nduga service provides and delivers high-quality essential goods locally sold in the Gambia. You can buy food items such as cooking oil, rice, sugar, and other essential goods.
You can also buy building materials to build your big and magnificent houses on time with our nationwide Nduga coverage service. No more going to the market. With APS Nduga, we let you concentrate on other important tasks while we take care of your Nduga shopping.
You can send money from anywhere in the world to the Gambia with APS using your bank card, and our services are available 24/7 online. Our Senegal and other African customers can use our Worry service.
Download our APS Money app today from Google Play Store or App Store.
Call us today on our UK office number +44 121 64 33003 or on WhatsApp +44 790 402 8180 or on our Gambia office number 399 5264 or on WhatsApp on 399-5264.
Better still, visit us online at www.apsinternational.com.
APS is a service approved by you.
Gambiankol sako bullo lalo kale ko kukutole natal labanko kande nim kukuto wona mo bitiki kutoti ka fomi ye monto paint shop nim monto paint shop abale damen wala mo welengara police station o bala doron ni fotata je penturo sifa wo sifa ite sulatala iba bere sotola pentur lalu ban kabiri mine yalon ko lafte da bongol ni nyandira kabiri bongol lomba motol long anin fengo fenne yatra ka pentur ibe penturo sotola nyindula doron neto mi yalon ko pentur kendor long mine yalon ko ikabale nan tubabu dule straight into the Gambia nga oil paint sotale jele anin water paint kata fo plastic paint anin waterproof paint penturol mini alon ko e jimal lom penturol mini alon ko nin tulol lom anin penturol mini alon ko plastic mal lom penturol fam mini alon ko ni hanis jiye ma tanawata na buka kela wala badi ngolo nal tarbe bundo ko la lafta penturola asifa o sifa adabe diarin ko sukuro andung isulata minnaje ikawole soto jal se kumande nin telephone on
246-1384 wala 200-7520 or 789-7111 wala WhatsApp +44 7404 461659
ando manna da wala ning alafta kilin sandirola wala jama sandiro nka beleke mimbo ko wholesale and retail walla monto pen shop ñinne nata kan dahandi na pentorol la nga pentoro ay ñiña ay garanti ay me atara eman kodi jama joji walla monto pen shop al ngam borinu jannabe bandam badingol ngalo ne ko gambian kolu de ila fita menna wolon pareti anin nganya yenne ya sabu fankadan fason shop min ya lon ko ila fengol be ka bonan Barcelona le Spain inata fengol fena nyembanko kam puru ngam pare anin nganya itolu do ye pare rango min sambale na nyembanko kan bayolo kabirin ke bayolo ban fo musu bayolo dindengol nin ke balo ilafta bayo sifa o sifala nyinno mu pitikoti isa sotono damin andum emanna dawola iko kella nyundum fenyimalo ikafumi ye main dress ani musol la ladies wear ike bele soto emanna dawola de kella nyin haftano lo hamne denyo anda ak jamano musol la nyin abayalo ani sweet pansolo mini alon ko walla nyin kutu nyimalo ti kele se dunnole musolu fana yedum kata office to do ko walla ntolu dun na bitiko to ni fotata je dami yalon ka be welingara le nemala Johnson oto nga kilin sandirol kele barin kamurum fanan ka jama wafiro ke ka fumi wholesale and retail walla badi ngolo a ngalu da handila de nin anata dun dam fegol lela nyama nyana bola mo fe kotande andu manyana tala dula kotento nyanta tala damin wala mo fankadan façon sopti alsen katanyo yano nin telephone wala le
727 1402
walla
WhatsApp 501-5876.
Fankadan façon shop badingolo natale alla façon buntungo mimbali Gambia jan kabale nam Barcelona Spain Bangkoka walla alingam pare
You've been struggling with poor internet for years, haven't you? You spend a fortune on data weekly and still aren't getting your money's worth. Well, we believe you deserve better. We believe you deserve DK Telecom. Yes, you heard me right. DK Telecom. DK Telecom is a Gambian-owned internet service provider which ensures its customers fast and unlimited internet connectivity at madly reasonable prices for both your corporate and domestic settings. Our dedicated team work round the clock to give you value for money. Listen carefully. It really is a new age in telecommunications and you should be a part of it because at DK Telecom, we believe you deserve to be treated right and given the best. All you have to do is visit our office at Sky Blue Plaza on the Bethel Harding Highway, Bijilo, and speak to our friendly customer service agents who will gladly walk you through a plan suitable for you. Better still, call us on 884-4000 or 954-4000. You can also send us an email at info@dktelecom.gm or visit our website at www.dktelecom.gm. Your internet service is only one form away. DK Telecom, we promise the difference will amaze you.
electronics bale brikama marché konole dami yalon ko afele nyabe tilinding Arab Gambia Islamic Bankola badingol ngale yurwa betiyata de sako nanata business wala fannala wala ya sabu ntolu electronics ngadinkira kutole sotale brikama nyambai mi yalon ko fele nyabe tilinding ja oil essentiel wala fengo feng ni anata joran kendola kabirin ning electric jorangol lembang fo sola jorangolo asifa o sifa nyindinkira fulol to nar fotata jedron albe sotola sonea kon na fenkutolu natale biniboko air conditionolu aning electrical cable lolu kata wayalo asifa o sifa kandia wata na stand fanol sotale la nin ceiling fanolu anu na water dispenser sotale le minialon ko nadiate isa jikando bondi wale jusuma bondi tabirlan jorangolu na sifa bele soto kabirin blender solo aning microwave folo anu fanan na fridge lo sotale le minialon ko ka kurangota aning fanan e ka sola fanan tamande kurango fanan bukalo nyin temboto wala ya sabu na generate kutolu sambale minialon ko it tamando be soneare anin TV stanolo nimbe ise sodonole jama sandiro walla kilin sandiro na nyimbitiki kutode jede nal futata je nyim fengo sifa bele bije furniture fanan kabirin sirangol lomba fo tabulo lomba anin fengo fen ni wala ka bungo na nyinyandi nga bele sotale walla electronic natale kalo da hande na lafta nyim fengol bela alin kumande
788-9398 981-9398 wala 678-9398 wala liye email ibrahimajsm@gmail.com.
electronics fengo adadima abete yarimo andu nati nyata ne asambanya na wicho kono mene warranty soto nsa josele badingol ablay sidibe de mi yalon ko abale banko kanjang ate mu jaral la baleti de nyaadi mo sifa wo sifa foy katarak le soto bang walle nyalle mandiya walla wulinde finko le bela bang ablay sidibe ate mu specialist solte ning anata nya jarola bara manna da wala de nim pile fanam bela anin kulu fetango anin kelu min yalon ko e buka sembo soto no futu wala fannala anin kono de momi yalon ko wala kam soluma ni be ko rojera wato minna ablay sidibe akanyim bele jara anin sasa sifa dolo ablay sidibe dum abale damin wala mo brikama madina filo balaje madina salande moto akado ko kaleje sibito anin dimaso bari akatarale hamadiya lapitano nyatile wala talinding dami yalon ka akado ko ke woto kabotenan lungala kata fo arjuma lungala walla badi mo latol min yalon ko nyin jakalo wala balla fo nyaadi molon bang walla fo paylon fo kulu fetengolon anin sembenta yalon futu wala fannala anin kono de mo musolla fannala sakodi be kurol jeka al se fero ke ale ablay sidibe commande nin telephone la 269 3798 walla 778-2504 ablay sidibe jaralla balon mi yalon ko abali banko kan al nga fero ke nga futa ablay sidibe ma ni woni na sabu ni mal benta be kandi yalla le Kering walla ablay sidibe wala be commandiro ngo foy lafta mobile ndi wala ban simple mobile walla foy lafita latest mobile walla foy lafita smartphone walla ñin be ka sotale dabin wala bulli shop number 1 ando na lafta Samsung fanana asifa bele bije A series kabring A01 A11 A21 A31 A41 andu ñin be mu 4G internet wallet e manna da wala de alafta technology labang wala alafta itel la e kanyim be sotalele e ko Spark 4 Spark 5 and Spark 6 abele be ñin dulato ande manna da wala de e ko chargealo asifa wo sifa mobile cover ani ñi mobile protector e nyaadalu abele be jindi krato bulli shop number 1 be tilinde ngale damin wala mu Brikama police station o nyaatile wala choju ba balaje wala badi ngolon kamune bato ali commande telephone la niatra lafta mobile
7799530 9957262
bulli shop wala nata kodande enen nyanko de ma tonya bulli shop nyoko
nder sara Brikama kala mo ganduda ada wada business a yeyat wala ka sodat do yetto Home Digital FM min balla on jeyon business aji mun di minen on dañani ko wayno radio talk show ngaron Home Digital FM njodo don jewdi don e yimbe be kala no hono business aji mun di jaadi so jidi advertisement minen onin badana e kala ko ganduda don jidi halan jamaa o den gande ko media o jogi fof den ar Home Digital FM kala na client be mabe hodo gonda hono be badata ha be baama yotto through Home Digital FM continue business aji muddi min jeena ondi e ko yaabi saydi hebde ko laabi wodo call S7343125 wala 2005770 6201413 7668394 Home Digital FM njotto de don business aji mon di jaha yeso 99.9 in Brikama Town. For all the businessmen and women, move out of the darkness, follow the light. Come sell your business with us today. Home Digital FM, let your customers know what you're offering. Be on top of your competitors. Home Digital FM, we will help you stand out. Come advertise with us today for all your businesses. We offer live program coverage both on Facebook Live and on the radio. Exos to sell your products and services. The media is in control. Tell your customers when, where, and how to meet you through Home Digital FM. Don't worry. Do your business. We will sell you out. Call us today on 734-3125 or 200-5770 620-1413 766-8394. Home Digital FM. Follow the light.
Assalamu alaikum badin lamoy lalu anin badin jibe lalu moben jibe kan dawda anin ibel lamoy kan dawda ngalu konton al tolnal konton na anyalu jamundan senum anin albe wato mento anin albe dawda kala bismillah katato ninyin tembo sita men kanale alla lamor kunda bato menketa Home Digital FM jama ka kumandi su radio la Brikama sato kono janto ani men yaron ko wollel fanambe jibero la ngale bismillah Menbe Kering television oto al hawa kono nyin kaca atamu kacal de mealon ko ka fay Menbe Kering dun atamu kacal de mealon ko boss ba pamodu bojang atel ka nyin naati bari suwandiro kan ntol fanan kana si afejan kaca nyin to oto bi fanan ntol lebe sinin janni ala sonda kaca kono fanan boss ba abe kafulan fele ngawolonne woto adalta follow la mena dron sa follow wala ka Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala man sabba man sakallankew ka tentu ning tento be kamal man kutola anin ka wandi ning warandiro be danda siruna ka Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala man sabba man sakallankew ka dani asende ma nsenyin ka sa da bismillahir rahmanir rahim ka kumfanin alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala danna sa tolu men yalon ko be sa larawun kan ani men be singolo kan nyokolo menula be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala danna fo Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kun fa kuno sewulu so ifanna be man satalla fanan danna banko Gambia alma ala ya tanka masibono no bela ani banko to mal be man satalla danna fanan carte fo fel melan ko wala mo man sakundaren carte fo de nyaati ngala be man satalla danna almon dunna kono kara ka finda kono karan kasiram borom jasi
baraka bake Adam ka lamoy lal ni jubir lal konton ke bisma ko tan ke bi programme to ye duwal min ke alama duwal be jabela anu na jabeta alama tralam be tema ka duwal rum fadela na tamalale minu be wula alama ala se wula diema
amin
e hamin ko min tudron ala sake
amin
ko lombang tanin nalon ala sa be sonande
amin
to yawe dame nga lodla jele a lodla kumata bake woton dol fanan kan ngalo wajibolon watini wati fanan ka dual fayal kan bawo nin duwata la kam da kun duwata fangolle to ka mobe bismillah tron bi programme to ko tenke
abaraka bake alma duwalu jabila ni jabila fan alma alay tala bete mambe ma satalla fanan danna banko fanan ka alma alay fewnu da alma alay londir kala alama alay lon dirke fon fananda la banko kam bi nim bototo de menkala wala nyinde ko sina ngana wala da momentin sina afale bi kacha dabe dara dende menna aba talla fanna fulalla bari kacha dabe fam sujuro menna wala nyinde ko fantanko wala fisada jararote ke fantanka wala fisada jararote niyamoy alanga sambale tanoto niyamoy alborol sananjana niyamoy alnyinninke ni koy ko nyinke ibita la nyinto ngamre ye fantanka wala kumara fantanko wala fisara jarodo bi banko kan kulle be kere men yalon ko nse wolulale wala kulle be kere men yalon ko be sera kan nse fantankano wolale wo kolu mbem fantankano la wala nyaadile bi na katabe tala dende wala bi kata folobe kala mende wala nyinde ko be jibere kala fanna fulala me yalon ko wala kata Bansang Bush Town incident ben kala me anim fanan base samba juma saloto même incident membe Kering woro fanan bo fanan jibela anim fanan mina jibero kala ni Gambia ni be Gambia ni banko sumanna banko mi alon ko Gambia be al halulo ko mi alon ko na tambital memun chat ngalo wat sodo nun chat fanan mo banko le mi alon ko dictator be nun je isen habre atara fa boyta ay wati jama kanu Senegal fo inata ka kitindi wo fanan banin Gambia ta ba ni wo fanan jibela nyofe ba folo le men na badra wala nyinde ko ni ajibe tanin namu kulti mi alan ka kumada baga tanin na leka safaro bambande bara tanin na wala ka bankola fanko memal economy di wala fanan ka bambande nin choki nyolo tanin na mantara tama kan banko kan jama safaro bukata kadu ni safaro fon be bulu jang ilafta pour ka samba farada fo isa taronta iya samba nin safaro fon be bulu din kirado ilafta pour ka samba din kirado kata wafije fo isa taronta wara tanin namu kulti mi alan ka kumada baga aka safaro bambandi safaro fana na bambanda wala ka banko la economic fana bambandi because safar lalu momo yalon ke be safaro la akere nyawne ka na mojo ila safaro fewno kuntole andum ikado man niwmen fana sodoje ika murundi sumen fana kono o fana ke ka fendi melon ko akana faale ke je because adunda so kono fen kunna wo fana na modo ka bojele melon ko akara banko la ranke sodo so wokono ni Gambia jibe tanin nabe fanna sumbabe fanna fulalla sabanja womun nim bantal teman wala mu tinto kan mano tanina wala ba ka cross wala ba kulunti la womun nim bantan ko la teman barbanko fon kono ja sembe mamu kufulalde wala mu katani mano la silaba wala ka taynim bala ne bajibe ba mu fendi melon ko nyim banko kan dinkira jamalu ale Gambia soala ba fo ay Gambia tala da fulade ni be bala sonkodu karol ni lafta na la fanada lo fo sete bala fo salol be tala jebe tela wala bang wala fe be kulungun tala ba nyunu bara kulungu be je ferio kerewanu nyoldo salol be je kata dinkira ko don bari nata je nyi lunu kono mealon ko wala mu dinkira de mealon ko wala bansam boost town askeno mo jama man jelong wala jamala tani na man fude je baga bari jemu dinkira dami alon ko nin ayatar yow dinkira long wodula safaro men ke ja sembo wata bak andu momen ka kuntu jela sembo wata bak karun tundo me alon ko ka ko man same watale kabolla men ko to lo laldo kata fay naki ay naki yuarala o bebe same la kono so wo momen bebe wodula to wolu jama beje nim fano kena ni lafta sandiro lo lafta kola e kana minto le kana boost ne tay yeta bansan yer kol keje murna wato do ni la mol fanan sasa da leptano men beje karanta balam leptano nyimman sembo ma wara nin kuye sodoje karanta ba leptano me marano e kamune ke kaw molu samba minto lo wala nyan ker minto de wala kera bansan bansam ni na ko denke kana boost kelunto ye tay bare mene odula bala fa warandi ferio beje jul saba ferio lam maram fedena ifanna na experience julo saba jul saba ferio bar jul saba ferio ni at the end of the day nemira jul saba fon na be dunia al halo mento wo man nyanna talla Kering bar hana tar abe Kering menen fanan na ka wala nyindi ko ferio ni na tar al hala kolem bale kono wodin kiraro abenin al halo men kono manere because munamu ferio ni a sotale ye generator lo bulaje generator mi alon ko aka jio nyim fay o generator e ko nata da fonyara ka fa e generator ta da fonyara ka fa nata je nyin lunu kono minen nata ke ferio nyin nem moto bale tata fo domanding abebe tunen na ba kono yamira nimma wulingam fantanka nin nyim ferio nimma nyin ke nyaaka nyinna nin nyin nim mol tata fo ba tema yamira kala albalade badra
abaraka fadera ye bunda min sa mana kuma ta ba because ni ajube ya kuma sin min na wole transportation tani na safa communication alon ya niko communication mo sa mera ko ka telephone wata to non kanyo kumandi but then road communication bi jele wolom ming sa sonea mol ka futa nyoma tariyake Gambia ko afnya men ngol nga fulale sodo banku dol sa sodo fo nani because it's a land sodo ye geo sodo ye train sodo ye plane sodo within banko nyin kono but ndel nga nyim flole soto nga na bale soto aning tinto taninna but then prevention is better than cure fantanko le fisa ke fanjara example di iko Bansang Bush Town ferio kasabani julola sai mose nyinin kar follow min ke wolem ko ferio min kasaba julola kabo fanna kilin kana fanna kilin mol ba kono jorangol ba kono motol ba kono bagasol ba kono fomba mira kanne bam fo wose sustainable no ba wose continue no ba katum niaje wosi valkeda mirol lebenu wotemboto at that time katum follow jiba kulungol lebenu nje you know mol sina yela kulungol jiba e finti yaje ko jang demand ka hay bake mol min ka sola pour ka tambi jang asiata bake katum dawoda babe sati fula tema I understand ko jeje ndakela business hoblet ay nakela business centerlet andum niaje dol fanang di ferry service whatever yaje ko janyenta ka ferry sotole amanke ko kensen nonde pour wala da dron nonde you understand idea mbije wolem ko na kira jang business wise dol fambe ko do sotole katum mol min ka cross janni janna so say mira juma lebina in those days mira juma lebina wolo nga fenko sambana nga al nga ferry introduce mi alon ko at least atile warta nyin kulungolti sinya kilinga simin sambano hani kuluntang wala kulumwanda sambalano isaje ko as a easy access dino mo layti la hajol topoto teriake murunda nyino miroti fo joran suno numba min sa sonani nun hani bari in sembo use ul nga julol tanka saba from this end to this other end e wala bije bitakam fadera ndenga mirako mo ke mira bake nana kulungol la kola feriol la kola ajarta hakil to la bake Gambia jamfang kedal you know kulungo teta jande
lady kille
Banjul bara momin yoto ja siata amma mi fanam fang in this jame era ñing kulungol minuka mol sama normal kulungol fanan teta jele mo jama fada kon wala na fam 4 times roda ni ka cross ferieto ikela ID card ta ika fotidu na kulungol man live jacket rodu because wala keta bon mimbe famo tata nata nak Gambia nyanda karana num baki le jola la le jola ye minke mo min yotuta le jola to and wo ka sabade wona la masingol no and again muneketa wato wolem overcrowding this is one thing that we also need to look at ne motoba nin jube ye kulungo nyin jube fadera ndeka min fo wolem ko minube do ko la wodlato inio jata back because wo motoba damma nara ko under normal circumstance wo motoba drone fanyin tara wo kulungo kono ya saba e finti na ni ajindi na bida multala e
molole na bula ko
ha molole na bula wo mo kilinti fulan jango minti wolem ko mol la life mol niobe min bala fadera kulungo so jioka dunga kono feri jioka dunga kono imam mira do sodo iko sa me genero samana ngake kulungo na ka jiopom aka finti fo be sustainable in 21st century you know ni ako mira fadera sometimes fo ka fille ko mol ka tawle bang fo ka fille ko mol man people don't care you know that comme wo laissez faire attitude lebi momo mindiate be wala kala
definitely men fo be do ko leje because nte atrantelem motante do ko ndino la wo situation on because muna beje inyante fauna follow new jibela wo fedio be nyame e ka fete operate iba operate la nyaadi ite fa walon ko ning nga na bodo bansan janne be futala booster na skeno nga fa nin na bodo booster janne be futala bansan skeno nga fa so automatically ite fauna fo nyante la life secure at the first place authority le men yalon ko wolle be maradila yata le ko nyim ferio nten nyim bedame is not fit for operation nten sambano la jang aman jara pour ka nyin man jara pour ka use jang ni balanta ni findita wala diamuta wallahi be bay hani bay do ko le be jola menas kene mo be sotla même bo dilal because munamu tonya ye balanta wala kan
and you worry about more
and mol niyo silatala andi perde pour ka mol niyo tanka nin alaman tankala nin ayatara wo moto babe nyamen ni woni wo ferio tadala fo ba tema wo kita wala meni bo ko ne kala nyaade because ferio nyimbe alo ne life jacket tala fentala ne jara kensanom is scrap metal ne jara kensen no ferio sa mol be kala nyaade le meni bo dula and then could you imagine wodula is just 200 meters wo banying but ko ferio ak somda kata 1 hour plus kaw julo ka sabanya because ibe formen sabala abe jomina ite ba sabala jiobe dunna ko ne ba sabala jiobe dunna ko na abe sila iba sabala abe sila iba sabala abe sila definitely ngamira ninko mbe molu tanka kanne because kulun ka albalaleke because nyin kulun tol ka faje jama tol ka bara so ninko baral ka baraka albalaleke because ning ay axeno ka mobu ka sikiono so then nimbe ferio faranat laje ferio manya natalaje me yalon ko wala fona risk betamilo baral ferio manya natalaje me yalon ko wala la ni wala ngatang betambila kata be kulini no membe talaje because ye ferio nat na wala kama pour mol kana kulini kana use kato ni ya use ika sila nyina ko ika isa mobi isa mosia ni no jele moy landa tambije ya bagasol kakam because banyunu bara na wona kenen talaje nan jonda kulini wona jang o tamo kanen life feri ni johe belo balawna o tamo kada bolon kon so kulun o kulun ale unaji be manoni sukuro ni tulo men jurum wodla ina da mol mel law kan nin dara fo nyaado masun kafa kulun no masun kata fo nyaado masun nyin kafa so bota kala nyawna life jacket ol bodo ban nyim ferio nyim mem bansam boost town nyim jur saba ferio ndana ma life jacket je nyin kono ndenga bula jamala kala de nana ma life jacket ja kono and then fanan abe nyamen nin alaman tankala nima wuli ye kuke abe kala fendi madon ka ba kole ala bag
Ferera yalong you said it all min nyanda fola nyin kodo ya fole niaje ye miro soro ko nga feri sambana iko be molle tankaka fonde but tonya be dame wo wato tambitala you know ndel fanan Gambia you know pare tonya ndul mbe dunia le kono you know so dunia be level mindo
fana nyanda tala
muna ndel bukam mira pour ngo photo level do ñin lungol be kono be muna ko mboka nja jiartes ko ngata antenol sa you understand being ka mune fo wolem ko Gambia jang Gambia babi jele miyalon ko amanke ko community le baron kan but babi jele miyalon ko mol ke la pasol jole mol ka dum motobal ka cross je bari feri min bije aka sabanin julol la fatira how ite fambo experience no nyadile to somebody miyalon ko itina be yun dunya la kono al be compete kan pour yal soute you know Ndel nga problem killing sort of as a nation, and I think the leadership also we have the problem. But the biggest problem for Mundel Fanetti, because Munekeda is for them to be easily satisfied. Ndel ni tafaro manke, kuba manke,
ni albala manke,
ha mol niol tutaje. Mbuka mira fanko yara fan dolin dunia yenda katara line killing. Yeah, faham. You know, this is one very big problem nga min soto as a people. Because ni ajibe I always mbe Banjul bara use as an example. Ika nyin kulundi wol min fami anko ikate ika mol kate ni kulundi wala. Ise kulungo je ye sukuroni mano sarse fo ay tammi mol kungola. Yena mol fandi kulungo nyin kono. Nko anko dia was a time mi alonko. Ikatala to a certain point wo bagaso le mintiga manol ning fenkol kulunka kulia so much that ika wolta ki fay je kono pour mol niyo se tanka but wo be people didn't learn from that for kabrin kulungo teta je mol fote niyo la je say ko is that a control la sign even number mentala and again saying by force even life jacket or use like bara tara ko molle 14 nyola so ndol nimbe ku change la nka molle sacrifice flow fule ka ken dolla sadati o sumareti ba ni nga mol fa already jelen kana mira ko yara fang ndel nyanta change lale from this to the other why nga nyimfo so many issues be nyimbanko ka mianko fadera it still has to do with prevention. Ama Mejang, we reported Nawekla power station on Menbe Jang borehole. Menbe borehole. We remember coming to Lufingo Bonda I mole attack small corner. Dara J nga program. They came there, nothing happened. Mbije wotu killing away dindungota aya fa. But right now, I understand ko. We lo to look medame. Saya fence le.
Yeah. Ning strategy manke de.
So somebody has to die. You know, somebody has to die before tolbe mirala ko ning se disaster cause nole. So where is prevention be mintole?
And definitely janembe sawnalu nyindula kudanda nebeje ning nyindula studio sono ning londi lo e malondi bulkan. You know what will happen? Samen koli la fionu be dawe la falal. Because fenjama be ja kana same bagaso le beka tena mintola wala mbansande.
Okay.
So ning bagaso man tena mbansana mina mune kala ida ibe kala tala motol be kala tala fo base ya cross na idunna sandula yanana o ibe mune kala ibinala fo lamen koto ni ina mina nim banyu bare tena wotola ina fo lamen koto yana yeddu yetilin kotan wala ning inatan trans Gambia highway la minala koten ke fo ina fo makati ye dunnan koten e tay woto fana yenana so niyo beji be mina mun ke mina o cost nimbe la fala so iko mina o men be janila mina o be kala feni melan ko mina o cost be la fala molle le kan men yalon ko wolle bo tundo kan so ngamira because wolum ngitengela dibiri call ngani nin kan kay ko biri nyin ko kera ko ate atama tala wolun o samola nata afana yajele anda ba ko fenke kan so bon ngamere is high time yenin ko ye wuli ye authority engage janning albalabe kala kado ning menkata ani moto bay menke next ning alaman tankal nabe kala kudi imagine ni moto bay molbe julo sabakan moto babe koma we jiyo nyin wenyin deta abe tunen kan wolbe kala nyaade
so na ndela fami nyininka the authorities, the management, Menbe feeling manage kanje. Imang aware ko feeling asota.
They know it.
Eka general mi use prior geo nying sari. I geo nying bon. For imalon ko general nying akafale. You know, so why do we always want to manage? Farera, ye ferio found stop completely. Mola life is safe.
It's better, yeah.
Then ika mola life put in real jeopardy. Ya family. Ndel fanang as a people sometimes we make life kolandim fambulu bakele sometimes we sacrifice our lives a lot you know tama manjarinte wala yaele but people will go yaje ko nyinkulumo betendine but fatera batude itaje complain itaje complain katandi molla ko ha nyimferi mom betea
almanya bula
ibe fam foyeje. You understand? So nyim fane mu problem me ko nga soto as a people. But point be dame na niol kumata bakele. You understand? Minu be mararinna. Ni wol man niol ndol niol kumayandi. Odo ndol fanga niol kumayandi.
Definitely. More people has a lot to do with this. Because decision on little about desire. Either ngabula feriolo me alon kom fo nyabala abe alhalo men nyama or either another alternative jibe.
Absolutely.
It's better for you. So but nita ko ni wakay dankon do nga julo sabande fenjola ngabula because ne julo sabe buka ni won julo sabe ba ko re kajo. Yes, abole ni julo saba e bukajo. But ni man julo saba e kajo le. So but then nita aje ko mbado ngata do dankon do nga julo saba kana jo. So but ila life nyim fanan jibe bang ibela life landi kam mun tole ferio mi alon kay fano ko at any point in time as albala kenon so ngamira management member dulato is better yenyim ferio ya londi alfal men yalon ko wolle be ferio lu kunna yenyim dula yenyim ferio ngo dani ba fale be ferio kala al jamdu nyon dula ko donda al de feri kendo samal na nyum dula dal jul saba ferio bondi je ferio melon ka soda ka jio ming fo mbe nyaaja menke o moto ba malon fona la ba nyame definitely is very sad nimboto sot limbe sauna damen wala keta basene basene wulli tema ngalong jekera dinkira dame alon ko jefanan keta nun teo keta no wata kolem balleto non feriyo benin je feriyo amo warake wato do motol karanne ka nyobaton ka motol tendi so aya kenni mol men alon ko ka bana wulli nyolto ila motol buka tey igol kadang ba kole ni denda bako ni mol na tey feriyo nyina wala dol se nyin kulun ngunta baralu ye tey kana base yeni la hajol keta so bari wo fanan beje president Adam Barrow mansa kunda nata ila during the transition inata salolo jeto melon ko salo me ka kuma ni Samba Juma salo nyin kera fendi melon ko president Barrow la transition mansa kunda amira wasura baldi ka waswala andi ke siso konko la bake surtout nyin campagne men tambita president Barrow campagne beke base a beke wo salo la Samba Juma salo ko ay salol men doku base kono basen kol nyanda ka carte and we have seen that basen kol massively you are on kol carte di president Barrow bar ñu lunu kono amam me jang kunun ko jang nga mo soto non kibarol fondo jan melon ko amu kibar sala de membe base ka kumandi kanyinin ka o kolla kibarol membe findi kanje ko drive fol men yalon ko wolle be base wulli men kabana wulli kana kedam mollede men yalon ko sayin buka tey o salora ka molu crossindi salola kay samana base drivol kibatala nye men fanya wala nyindi ko fode mani ako drivol nyindi itandi wala nyindi ko ika kodo men lekan saloto pour ka tey salola o mu fenne me yalon ko ni tol tey salola am fenne me yalon ko buka fen soto je bar bin nata amacho video do fananje me alon ko confirm je drive do be diam kan ay nyitande ko ila tripo ike charge men wolum dalsi kemete ni be bodna wulli ibita base dalsi keme ni molta base fanan ibe ten la kada wulli dalsi keme ibolo jola so itoli aja ko dalsi kemo ta ila tripo kilo dalsi keme fulal jo ila tripo do fanan be dalsi keme fulal jola so itoli aja ko ni toli yo bondi ila kodo de kamen soto fembuka tuybulu so kamen je wala ni mol sikana wulli e kadam ba kole e buka tey so mol sabatu lete la bulu ifo ba tabala salo kanne bang bara jamal beje wol kamne kunu membe nunje ikaw kilo kamur wala ka kulundingu jo ka tey akamunta salo lota men kam pour mol la ta kulundinguna akamunta wala ba murkanje janen bedu na kacha nyin kono shortly ngamo fanan kol fanya koy wole wulli wo fanan nyina fanya ko nyin salo nyin fet wala tol ni kananan drive ke charge men na wala mu $30 wala mu dasi tan sabati kolo jona kana so taxi men yalan ko wala ka son ka cross salola wala ka menjo wala ke charge men na wala mu tallulti kolo jo so bari memu ko nyinde wala nyinde ko drive olu bi ne mol sikana wulli ke dande bakole biko tendi salola kado munam ko ka menjo saloto fenne mealon ka sera ba ne 35 GB for instance alew you multiply by 22 for instance 22 passenger na siata so omari ni $100 so bonda o kono na tara mari anyanta fuelo sanna jele anyanta kukoro no bonda je it's crazy
Oh, is interesting tale yalo you know but ndanga mroko mimu point wolem hani bi kachale ka dasa masakundal ni multema because ni moko enunko nyim brijo time na mi alonko ibe mol nyinin kala pour nka cho jama safo ko tonyante you know why watu mbe political project la
campaign
la bakere you know but ndanga mroko the right time pour ka mol kala montande no was kabrin brio nyimbe inaugurate la lumina bay ribono kuntula for president fan drive ta from this side of the bridge to the other side ugile yenda katandi womol la kode nyim bridge ngamin lo
amanka free
ha motol nyanta jolale and again ni wo fana mekela fara fenye jara so maka jole you understand aka jole but what we looking at munem passoti nyindula fulol tema wo fana is very important but nide e passo la moka for example $35 mominka 22 passenger star a trip mu $770 ilete you understand andu nyinla traffico mantaria comme jambe nyambe
ne trip do so
jane do so I lo whole lot of hours maybe tilobe fango tripling ate woleke you understand so $770 I wole soro ay na $100 jo kata akamuru na $100 jo abe essence sannale abita verselale moto tioya so at the end of the day mune kana ke wolem ko abe jarla moto tio lele sai moli murum back to ka kolyami sotonu because mi reason di wulli nin sandu wol kota to nun Gambia konole ida bota Gambia konole the reason is ni hado soto kata sandu ina akake problem moti ika moje fam yalon ko ni fenko ye makoy ni lokite kulmo soto iteta ibe machine tiol le commandila rider tiol yena ye mako yedundi sate ko dol bije fango suta bale ka futa ika whole lot of problems soto dol ke la bada fan you understand wo be un problem moldi so iko bridge o nata pour ko kolya bondi molka but we should understand banko kana banku dingo nyanta contribute lale ala banko la development but ananya because nya juwe nena Marcel to jube every day na musol mi kada wa fi ika jole but a reasonable amount mi yalan ko andu ñing ngana ñina fanan ko ñimmu continuous process leti so ni reasonable ta enough ibe mol encourage la mo ñing drive ikana mo because ikamin jo is not much but in near be kafunyo kan 5 meter it's going to be a plus yalan in business for the coming for wolem ko more a lifetime earning for example B ndeka service D but the point is fadera ka $20 ile ateka wole afford no ina every day ika $20 jo pour your service sort of from me sign fadera HBJ abe 20 now I start thinking as a kolea nyaonya ala la demaro fadera se sanjita lulu balunole ya fahamne so abe 20 aka $20 do every day so what $20 ni wo calculate to federal 30 years I mean balu after 50 years nga jelle bonni federal da mabulu ya wasane federal nyon jelle fana bije mi alon ko we can do that but the point is nyimbe na meneke la wolem ko sign drivers to ku fulale bije ida ibe pass wole la fala molle e kaminu samba or ye resort to can stay on the other side of the bank. Ya wasane travelers will murum back to iko kolya call me sotonum before. Why? Nko kulundingo man safe to nyalem. It's not the least safe. You understand? But say ni option do tije and mulya nakatela hajol topoto. You understand? So I think mafo I will not say ko ye can charge me levy mulka ya bondi. Bondega mi folem ko let I reasonable enough mi alon ko ate all parties batandila isaje ko mole murum back to me expect them to enjoy
because then there's certain things beje nim for instance morning bagaso botna wulli yalo modo beje maybe also tamano ning atara baga stable fendable
yes
also tamano salo kanne I cross ay nana bara momi alon kanim bagaso nata wara momi alon ka nin sajjol nin ballel nata
muso minala dimbaya
wara muso mi alon ko dinni una babula nenta ka sambale tanol de for instance o ya mira o mari o be tamalo salo kanula aka be cross la woto kala o mari abe jarla enne hanin ayata la bala life le risk la abe kulini jola la pra tayala so nimbe wo avoid kam pour modul ka kulini use nyamen bo avoid kan salo lo ngamera we should be also flexible when it come to issue dol beje nyanta make sure lale mfana ngawul reasonable demanding especially mol men yalon ko town duel sol ning ning village duel sol maka kilindi mbe yalon ne jang certain amount be je ni o fo moy jang sometimes ata changa la bar mome yalon ko ala balu be katara denni men wala mu samat anu ngalon sama ka kan to la nyame jang ni santam bilala ko ngalon wara ning sama naman ka samare nim moma bulo tilingala mari bu ka fen so for instance so nim molbo al hala siva kono nadan kombe ando situation o lale kan ngaji al fonu ngaji be nyu because nyulu nin drive for kufla la yemen fo ida ibe menke kay be tentene wala ka stop bako wala mba ya febe nyulla paso ibe challa men ya la paso kan so ngamira
anu ne o calculate
yeah
bata be tarana banku di wala kan
still now
you understand wo bata kilo wolem ye wo mol minu jikindi ko alle ko la kol min soto dum all what not natale ka wo ko la kol bondal kan natale kal connect banko kan and wo bridge wo kele you understand so obviously abe dimilale will be disappointed la back you know natara fo jikita ko side fo nan connected da ka fula dunya kono ye jiki katandi la ko nyin condition se bije you either take it or ali affiliate so I think ko dega akunyin koliata bake we should try by all means na partil be kacha ni kacha da dorong jikita ko nyomo be kera damal tema but the bottom line minti dal fadera nyanda ko jibela bakel
definitely and ko nyanda jibela bakel kaje ko hakil tuweke nimbe project ko nadla nyarta ko nyarta manya na fali nya kudola so me menkel do wala nyinde ko mbita programme wala fanna flanya do melon ko Gambia munum banko le melon ko tarikol be nyim banko la anda tariko do tuduno la jang fo ila yomidin wala nyinde ko sanje mo anim fula maral dale ben kunna jang melon ko nay men fon ka bara wala na ko men de kala bukake men munum dictatoti yaya jabe bar Gambia kede no nyame bankol fanan sototale mo fi ndu ko no men yalon ko yaya yem mara nyame wobe no bankol fanan kana bol ko chat ila former president Isen Habre fanan ayala banko mara wol nyama ndon akeda modi melon ka fanan nada wudale ani yala kol sutiara nyola bak afanan nada wudale atata num dame do wolum Senegal ti ya kitindi woldo anno fata woldo ban sella moy ni interview la nimboto melon ko Sirif Boda Junior wala yake nimboto drong sina ngo fanan kono fanundi.
Yeah, so Reed, thank you very much. First, congratulations and thanks for joining us. First of all, you spent a big chunk of your life pursuing Hidden Habre. It took about what? Not far from 2 decades. How did you compress that into a single book?
Well, you don't want the reader to feel like it's a long slog, so you want to make it exciting. I mean, I try to make the book a page turner, a character driven book. So I really, focus on the exciting parts. I mean, I try to explain how long it took, and, give some of the important setbacks. But we really try to focus to keep the reader moving, to talk about some of the characters we meet in the book. The book begins with Suleiman Gengeng in prison as people are dying all around him, and he takes an oath before God that if he ever gets out, he'll fight to bring his oppressors to justice. And it ends also actually with Suleiman sitting with me watching a rerun of The Verdict in our hotel room in Dakar. And I try to highlight the main episodes. It's not really a legal book, although it does go to pretty much every court in the world. So I try to keep it as a page turner. I try and make the reader not suffer as I suffered for 18 years.
Yeah, and read the book is about Chad, about Hissène Habré, about Hissène Habré's victims, among them Suleiman Gengeng. Your relationship with Chad came after you were approached by a Chadian activist following the arrest of former Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet in England, I guess, in 1998. Tell me about that. Your first contact with a Chadian activist that, along the line, triggered your interest and involvement in Chad and Hissène Habré and his victims?
Sure, Sharif. Well, as you said, when Augusto Pinochet, the former Chilean dictator, was arrested in London on a warrant from a Spanish judge for crimes committed back in Chile, I went to London to work on the case. Pinochet appealed his arrest to the British courts. He said, "You can't arrest me in England. I'm a former head of state." And when the House of Lords ruled that he could be arrested anywhere in the world, despite his status as a former head of state, it was a wake-up call. Not so much to dictators, as I had said it was at the time, but it was a wake-up call to activists around the world. And I was approached by Delphine Jahaib, a Chadian lawyer who is the head of the Chadian Human Rights Association, said, we have our own Pinochet, somebody who's killed many more people, and he's in Senegal. And can you help the victims of Chad do what the Chilean victims had done? And so that's how I got involved in Chad.
And Habré ruled with an iron fist, of course, and the crimes he committed in Chad and the list of victims across the country were so many. Take us on a quick trip down memory lane of your first trip to Chad and your initial investigation. What happened when you first stepped foot in Chad?
Well, before I went to Chad, we had sent a team of students, actually, and then a following team of researchers who met Suleiman and the other victims, and who began. Suleiman Gengeng had, when he came out of prison, he began to fulfill his oath. And he said to people, "Let's get together and fight for justice." And people thought he was crazy, but he put together all these files on over 792 different victims, and that was what we used, really, together with the Chadian Truth Commission report, to file the first case in Dakar. And that's where I met Suleiman and a number of other victims for the first time. So it wasn't until actually after we filed the first case that I went to Chad. And by that time, the case had already been filed. Habré had already been arrested, and things were moving. I was greeted at the airport by a huge delegation of victims. It was embarrassing somewhat to me for days. I mean, I was treated like somebody who was helping them to achieve justice. During that first trip, two really moving things happened for me. One was that I went into Hissène Habré's paradigmatic prison, the so-called piscine, a swimming pool. He had the perversion to take a swimming pool, an underground swimming pool, and cover it with just little openings at the top and divide it into cells. Hundreds of prisoners died. I mean, we have in those cells from the heat, from torture, from lack of nutrition. And I went to visit, together with a former detainee, Ismail Hashim, who had been in the piscine, and I visited the piscine, and you could see, I mean, there were writing on the walls, in French and in Arabic about how man is built for suffering and pain, and people with the marks of prison days, where they would mark every 5 days on the wall. And then I visited the former headquarters of the political police, the DDS. And that was what was amazing there was with my colleague Olivier, we stumbled on tens of thousands of documents of the political police.
And these also include Hussein Habre's handwritten notes.
Yes, amazingly, we found documents with Habre's own handwriting on them. Documents where, for instance, the head of a prison said that he wanted, because Habre had 7 secret prisons. And on one of the notes, he says, no prisoner is allowed to leave the hospital, is allowed to get medical treatment other than, no prisoner is allowed to leave the jail other than dead. In other words, nobody is to go to the hospital. We found daily lists of people who died in detention, spying reports. I mean, everything the victims were telling us. I mean, Suleiman's name was in, I mean, every victim who talked to us, we could go back and then look at the files that we had found and say, yes, this is the day he was arrested. This is the day he was transferred, et cetera. And so that really, those documents broke open, the case. I mean, we already had huge amounts of victim testimonies, but those documents really made the case very solid.
And to fast forward the story, read May 30th, 2016, the extraordinary African Chambers in Dakar sentenced Hussein Habre to life in prison for crimes against humanity. That came 16 years after his first indictment by Senegal. I was in the courtroom that day, and I vividly recall taking photos and videos of Chadian men and women, all of them victims, hugging you and crying in your arms, among them Suleiman Gengeng and Clema Abefuta. How did that feel?
It was a huge moment. It was a relief for me. I mean, it was total vindication of what we had been doing for, at that point, 17 years. And it was a relief for me because my life was hostage to that. And I was never sure. I was always afraid that something was going to go wrong, that we were going to miss something, that we had failed to do something. And it was just a moment of incredible relief, I would say, as well as joy for me. And we had brought a number of, as you said, victims, family members from Chad to listen to the verdict. And it was a great celebration. I felt like we had been vindicated, that all this work we had done had, been for something. We had achieved justice. The victims were happy. Hussein Habre was sentenced to life in imprisonment. It was the most amazing day of my life, I think.
Yeah, and I remember I used to tell you before the trial, when there were a lot of hiccups and challenges over money, Senegal, lack of political will and stuff. I used to tell you that you're going to have to retire after the trial and the Hussein Habre trial. But then, well, never mind. So on a serious note, Reed, what happened in Chad that can happen in the Gambia as far as the pursuit of ex-President Yahya Jammeh and the quest for justice for his victims are concerned? How do you compare and contrast?
Every situation obviously is different, but, Sheriff, you and I were talking in those days about already about Yahya Jammeh. And as it happened, Hussein Habre was convicted, or his conviction was upheld around the same time that Yahya Jammeh left Gambia. And people were coming to us, just the same way that the Chadians looked at what Pinochet that the Chilean victims had done, and Pinochet said, we want to do that. I was approached by a number of Gambians, Nana Joe and Dow, among others, said, we see what the Chadians are doing in the Habre case. We want to do that with Yahya Jammeh. And so we went with Suleiman and Jacqueline Mudena, the lawyer, Clement Abaifuta, Abdurrahman Gay, a Senegalese survivor. We took the bus from Dakar to Gambia, and we met with Fatoumata Sandeng and Aisha Jammeh and Baba Haidara and the others who were beginning to form victims committees and associations. And I think, every situation is different. Obviously, one of the difficult things is that Yahya Jammeh is in Equatorial Guinea, which is not a country that is going to give him up easily or obviously not prosecute him, whereas Hissan Habre was in Senegal, where he was ultimately prosecuted. But I think that where the Gambians are really ahead is how many strong activists there are whose stories are known. The TRRC has done an amazing job of showing to people the depths of the cruelty of the Jammeh regime. And I think that after those testimonies, which really had a huge impact on people in Gambia, there's an expectation, both in Gambia and outside, that the government is going to move quickly now to seek justice for people who have already been waiting all this time. And the idea of creating a hybrid court, which the government has embraced, is a very smart way of making it so it's not just Gambia that is seeking to put Yahya Jammeh on trial, but that all of the countries of the ECOWAS region, including those who lost their migrant citizens, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal. And I think that if all those countries come together to create a court, it will be very difficult for Equatorial Guinea to refuse an African court's request to prosecute their Yahya Jammeh.
Yeah, and Habre was tried and convicted thanks to universal jurisdiction, which you are a believer of. How much can that be of use to the Gambia going forward?
Well, what we learned in the Habre case, we had always assumed that Habre would be prosecuted before the domestic courts of Senegal. And in the end, it was even better. It was a hybrid court between Senegal acting under its universal jurisdiction and the African Union. And here the idea is that it would be a court between Gambia and ECOWAS, also with Gambia acting under its territorial jurisdiction as the country where the crimes were committed. And what we realized in the Habre case was that as long as you have jurisdiction over the crimes and over the person, you can really purpose build a court to meet the challenges of the situation. And so if Gambia and ECOWAS create a court together, it can do a lot of things that would not normally happen in a Gambian court. First of all, it could detain and prosecute people outside of Gambia. So, for instance, in the case of Yahya Jammeh, if it's considered too destabilizing or dangerous for him to be held in Gambia and prosecuted in Gambia, he could be held and prosecuted in another ECOWAS country that's part of the court, like Ghana or Sierra Leone. Also, victims traditionally don't have much of a role to play in the Gambian legal system. A hybrid court could give victims greater standing in accordance with how they're treated in international courts. You could also, and this is very important, the Gambian Criminal Code for the moment does not have things like torture and crimes against humanity. If it were a hybrid court, it could introduce international crimes without running afoul of the provision against retroactivity of the criminal law. So you can do a lot with a hybrid court that you can't really do in Gambian domestic courts.
And finally, Reed, I remember when you first visited the Gambia right after Jammeh left and Barrow took over, you advised the authorities to protect and preserve possible evidence at the NIA headquarters. I mean, the government didn't listen to you because the government didn't do that. Unlike what you experience in Chad, stumbling into evidence, including his and Habre's handwritten notes in the Gambia, that didn't happen because when the TRRC investigators visited NIA, they noticed that evidence, a lot of evidence, evidential proof, things, documents have either disappeared or were tampered, and then paintings, walls that were supposed to be of blood stains were painted, and the torture chambers were all refurbished or something like that. Wouldn't that prove to be a major obstacle in the future?
Certainly not having documents is a handicap. Documents are the king and queen of evidence. They don't lie. They don't lose their memory. But you can also prosecute based on oral testimony. We have heard at the TRRC from a number of people around Yahya Jammeh who specifically spoke about how Jammeh ordered different assassinations, how he paid the people, rewarded the people who killed Data Hydera, how he told the junglers that the 59 migrants who were killed were mercenaries and that they needed to be eliminated. We know we have firsthand testimony, not only from survivors, people like Tufa Jallow, who testified publicly and before the TRRC that she was raped by Yahya Jammeh. When we were doing the investigation of rape, we had people around Yahya Jammeh who described the system that he put into place to have women brought to him who were then abused. A number of other women who did not give their names publicly talked about being abused by him. So there's a lot of oral evidence, firsthand evidence from insiders, from people who were close to Yahya Jammeh about his giving the orders or rewarding crimes that were committed. So the lack of documents, of course, is unfortunate if we don't find any, but it will not prevent the truth from coming out.
And there's one question before I go, and just a follow up. The concern that often comes from Gambians as far as TRRC testimonies are concerned is that what if perpetrators of crimes who confess to, violating the rights of Gambians, killing people, especially, for example, the junglers, in the name of Jammeh, on behalf of Jammeh and on the orders of Jammeh, what if they go to, let's say, a court, any court that is prosecuting Jammeh, and then change their stories or claim they made confessions on the jurors and things like that? Those possibilities are there. I mean, if they arise, what are the implications?
Well, of course, the testimony at the TRRC in itself could not be presented as evidence. It's because Yahya Jammeh did not have the opportunity, or other defendants did not have the opportunity to cross-examine. But in each case, it will be up to the judge and the jury, or however, whatever kind of court it's done before, to decide who's telling the truth. The government, I think, has been very intelligent in its use of perpetrator testimony. It has talked also about, plea bargaining, getting lower ranking people to, give evidence in exchange for lesser sentences. I think that's a traditional method that prosecutors of human rights and crime and organized crime use. You get the people around the henchmen, to testify about the orders they were given, about what the principals knew. And I think that's what we're going to see here. There's such a wealth of evidence that I don't think it's going to rely on, one or two people changing their minds.
Reed, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations for the book.
You're quite welcome, Sherry.
Sirif Bojang dinimma nga tentu nga jay bake me alon ko atele ni ready brody me alon ko temu dictator hontalti me alon ko ate katara mollel ton noma ke dema men alon ko wala mutajirun tunti yela bankol mul tajire tilimbal yal kela nin tembo men na luwaya bulo nga bela te katare nyenta kan ne katare de makan ko dano ni subol ka nyoy nyamen ay kuma jamala wol fo alim
obviously nga baya nga sirip tentu nga jay read keda motin ngalon ko me nga minuka noma yala do ko jele and how passionate you know aka tani ngani wala nyame pour ka victimol makoy an example be kala hisen habrela case leti mi alon ko ayata 18 years sanyitan nin say you know kajeko hisen habre finally victimol justice sodo atewo mo kilmo nata nak anin gambia victimol be do kola but ku dantan kumayata ja follow wolem ko 2017 kabin jamme dara drong anata janne ay nying masakunda ani kachata ana yamar mina wolem ko sedol evidences ya kata evidence wol kana wol tampa wol se soto wol kana tampa boden ngaje TRC fa anata wotole ngaje le NIA minkera auto
yo evidence wol be tampa
how evidence wol tampa tale womu one setback ti another minti wolem ko I hybrid court for mi alon ko gambe ning ECOWAS o doko keno yes ngaje amam me Dawda Jallow Minister of Justice atanuka ECOWAS president Touré pour ka kacha ka jube hybrid court belo no nyame wa hybrid court ridi atandi ko wose Gambia mako no because min keda wolem luwal min be Gambia among opportunity jama di kiti bungol la pour ye kiti ol doluke
especially allegation membe jang mol fonkan
exactly so but then ni nakeda hybrid court mi alon ko ECOWAS la semento yakoto ase makoro ko ne because min keda fatera nying this is very important jamme la victimol ngamra nyanta jubila hani bi you know jamme bodajan 2017 le 2017 bi zafo sanyilulu o woro kabring jamme botaja andum jamme political party le soto non jang ngalon ko sanyi morning in fact not sanyi morning fula but then bawo wodo ani ultara sanyi fula AFPRC from 96 ngaje APRC nata kana fu jandi ngabe bola jang so zafo sanyi mo political party le babulu jang ani wala be do kola you understand so ni a government nata mini alonko iko obviously jamme keta multi mi alonko ay tajirinte yaleke ay mul mantora ay mul fa mul filita everything fe mi alonko negative tonation lem dron nga wole di jamme la now jamme bota jang o mansa kunda kelon lo re ko mbe follow min keda walen ko ngana jube follow fanko la fannala jamme nala mure tinyaro min ke banko kan nafro la fannala wole jane commission onati jane commission onata nak mune keda koma you know hani bi nafati je mo kilin se wole chodino ko de mansa kunda ablo chala kate dogo kala ko renke banko ka wala mo ndu sabalite mbota woto iko di fanko nata TRC ning
constitutional review
and constitutional review commission woni wol nata mune wo miro sambana wolem ko jamme mansakunda la benun jam andum all that ikaminke anisila manda amam beteya ila lual mam beteya woto nga CRC lo ni constitutional review commission mi alon ko ma fa nene man soto de banko kande but CRC e minke consultation minke banko ka anim banko e bantala pour ka molla mirolta ilafta mun luasi falle mara you know wo nata do ko kerato wala banta nyame mbenga kalam TRC nata always nga nenenga kuma moy hani bi anene abuka bonte ko kono han sa en kamirale kabring rambo jata lota ko TRRC you know mole fanda handi fente bola kono I will for you know he has reasons mbije APRC ngaje before TRRC report be fintila iko itata munella for protest lemba kabalang report man finti imalo mune be kana report to ifindi de koy kata balangol la fo ye letter o tay koy kata present to the justice minister ya famle way fadera bi mbe tembo minto bi wo APRC mol minu balanta TRRC la wo APRC mol wolle be place kumal to nyimbanko kam mbe tembo minto bi Fabakary Tombo
definitely
Fabakary Tombo speaker Sidi Njai deputy speaker
Rambo Jara
deputy ambassador Lantom Montaba
foreign mission you name them
Farmara Jahumba the list goes on the list goes on so say mose fanyininka victimol mina ko jamela victimol nying isus mbebe Kering tending fo woli be justice sotola le bang fo nyi mansa kundale mbang or it has to take like he said habitat ke danyam sanji tanin say or plus pour Gambia victimol if France justice sort because the way could be that nyame minu balanta nung everything ko ya jame mom fenke nothing
all in control and then mem for Rambo la kuma ko ngamera wala we sabati bi because Gambia banko kan jang Gambia jang ku même follow senyul kitin no wala fonsen na ida ne constitution ni amen o ida ngafale ida amen meno lekala je wara ngafale woda mala sake no kuja mala beje wole kitni no jang because tumirol membe lenni nyuluka wo tumirol wol man san tolla yaaje dictator ka wise lede ning mo lafta tilimbali ala la ka men folo ka kala mind play men folo la ka maral ka wona fay al africa man sa kel jibe ba men yalan koy tajriyan tilimbali yake ibe ya folo mun ni tata fay lafta falina ni lafta fay lafta tilimbali ala de ka maral ka won falene ika be amen menol sendi je nima amen iba mutal ya be review fon ya ferme tol febo habre nyol yakale di fon Ivorian president Bagbo ayakele fomo Conakry president lasan atodum fang konde o fana yakele ya jama benun jang ayakele so Gambia la force opportunity would have been at least ning ayatal nun député sonda constitution ning falinta do minum nyin meni beke fon how ni wurun na wala jama be kiti no jan maybe jamani doli so bar dol beje I solo kiti no jan bar bi ni aje be kita le buka sila yalla no ko luwa men be jang wote kiti no to miro men yalla ko yolle leka bari ku kilimbe je ise bor nyawonye ise ke nyawonyang luwa bulu jango ni waya bulu ngolate kan hani be kaburo kon okay mala because ibe même foka hybrid code ni woketa ni wota da first satro so wolota yaya jamme wota tula wota modo fanan tula because munam nin ECOWAS be sonde ko ikitoral dine aliya jamme dinna nanga kitindi ni ikitoral dine balanta for instance ECOWAS be kamende ye tonton nin kole ala ta banko kan opposition ba wulla banko kan ya tani ni masa kundala fa sonna opposition balanal kayta nila ko ya jamme da mala ko ndol sonna wento la banko dundi problème ko ni wo keta ni banko masa kunda man song muna kana ka change of power ka ke banko kan ni change of power keta ni man se membe je ni wo son o man song ya kidindi no falinda ni donata ya be kidindi la ni ya mutata say mo do kota wondon hisen habre abenu Senegal jan abla wala wato be da buka mala kuma buka fala koro because wada munala long time friendity ani wada be janne ni yala kuma fo wada kamuta janne ku buka kala Macky Sall nara iyamena nara sama menna ara first time anata do yakalinda man hanis kardanda fonse ya habre ay silo di yakidin ngari member habre ala first case bidiya samba ikabu ko sonna diam la fanka mumunit bar second case biring second adjournment date biringa nata fafon kumbota ko ala fa li paro kanyang biri matala habre diamuta barabe to nya dinkira o kul man na wati habri la kidio teta soro ye ki ko ba ya soron wona la fakene kilimunde ba lume ya habri la kidio tay han bi ni men tara media house media fengol ni international media de barako rol tara jele now victimol jibe contanta nyamen so gambia victimol fanan e kana jikila tay ye ñin soto e fambulu ko nim barola mansa kunda man lo ñina pour ñu le kidinde mansa kunda do mina membe kidin la de ning equatorial guinée la président current président Theodore Obiang Nguema ning abalanta man so ya jame di lumina la momina me alon ko wot ni won nata hani lo kun fula ta kala ma kidinde hana balanta kabe ata diamala be diamala kada wala kada habrira abalanta kada diamala biri mata la muta so ngamira ñimu fende me alon ko bango kanjam force commitment on nyanda kala wolto but there is no political will e ka même befo ni system on nyimbe jibe kalon ko ka santo ko mo fon tole membe du mono man ka kilin fa baka tombo njare be tannola député bu do nyaadile ye kunat ne mbor me alon ko aman yaya jamani APRC ya mawol febo fa baka ne sidin jaye so wala ibe singolo la kan ngasi ngajibe be pare mol men ya lon ko wolle men APRC man sakunda mandan soderol damal silbalade civilian jongola lel tarta jang chefol be jan men ya lon ko mol tora militaire be jan men ya lon ko mol tora dola kiya nyol do ke kulikunda incident men kedaje ka mol muta ka mol report yena mol no suto sama tara ke kan ke bondi sama ko ne be ngunumale be li para chefol ka kaundi mol le ka kor ka mol le ka odal di green boy solo wato ka tanya be mol kan suto sakoni ya jamela e patio winter dame nin blame sobita ko opposition le beje hada nyiro ka motol tala ka sate ni sate fo sojarol lewoke so wo mol men yewlu ke bi altol canal ka palasol di wolla so wala ante ko tonya there is no political will men ka fo nyawmu sanda ko molde bare fo maybe ning atara ko batambe di menke a legacy ning a sontala aya tamane janna ka boje ay tiara silo atata ay jare commission ke be bare fanan ay constitutional review fanan ayo fanan beke fani dawda jallo fanan padre pour ka ala legacy fenke badra
am kumala bake fadera like ye min fo victim justice deserve yalong watu dolu hanata kene no science but then ika science jet minka mimba itandila ko de obviously ni mansa kundade minu fawni because minka ke olem mol dikindi bakele you understand wala nande ko kumi an ko kela nkana start from let's not give it a start nkana commencer fa you understand but then the TRC government la hope hiding bakele yeah kabana tan don mobaje ko do this government is serious inu lafta min na to yata puto nyai sabati anu mol mi ala ko mantorata atinyi ya jamela maralo ko to ase kola nya ibe justice sotoda yeah that so TRC I dimi ko to le wuri you understand molli paintul misoro fo dol nyinatela I wolle wurindi fadera remember kabring TRC tataka bodisol exum ada jana Yidum barracks you know wode momo la mo fata wokono sango nyin ko tayata la ko tenke you understand it is this TRC mi alon ko molka si ila bungol kono mol kana ka testify mol ka kumbo kama ko sango la bekere you understand and wo be kala nyim bankol ka keda jumala marako waya jamet bare jumale mol londe wala nyi mansa kundade you know because before jamaka ke rumoleti mol ka fole ko nyin keda janne bo jama bu kala kabringi tiara sinata jamaje ko obviously this is true so ye mol kunindi dimo kono you know kolia kul mi an ko lekata jangi kul mi taki modol bi mi alon ko niya fofa molbuka lela no you know but then the TRC was able to vindicate them ye minu for wol lekata molka loka fo telenga kari fa delenga kari ketende obviously ni wosi fa keta ni te okay fon to this level mi tutaje wolen ko kaje ko ya implement and I think it's high time that victims will find ye kuje remember amam me found in the news the Kijera victim center la chairperson for aka deputy K Dani you know that ye kumandirke mi an ko ita ye kachake mi dending TRC recommendations and government wide paper
I stand mi nyadi la
ha yeah so you know I constantly so dol fanan I think ko masakuna yante makwela and read can be one person mi alonko as a masakuna makwedo and that's a anibao is ready to work with the victims ni la moyala because apparently victim wole doko ke ayakele somewhere and we read like is jama kaje ko ha African will don't fege will don't tende because we all remember Pinochet you know one time more fewati you understand and in fact among Pinochet and Madi all other people so mimbi je olemko I think something needs to be done pour victimol isaje ko ifanance haratara ila molite sotola no again but then I seniala ijiso nyimbi ya kentella ndol fana bi dikiri minda you know afana atandala le ko yeminke is wrong be njuso latale just like the he said her breakers ngajele lumina you know he said ya kidio tay mol ka nyapi nyame read kan dol ni kumbo dol ni kontano tears of joy wole finita on that day after 18 years you know so I think quality let's do something for our victims for them.
Definitely ngamira ba kumala bake kaje ko na victim oli fanan yela nyanto soto andira nyanto mende wala nyindi ko mol me nyin ko kela yaje wala fanek mol jumelo ko luwala bu sa jang bulo salano wala fanan ka nyame bal me mekel do wala nyindi ko science na ngata fo line oli la mol men yalon ko wala fanan be jibero la moyrola pour ifan se kafuna bal danna men dron nin alwe kumandiro kala dron nendiro anin kuma kanjaw wol se kafende melon ko semfan jamfandi wolula 6999 130 6999 130 6999 130 9388430 9388430 nin albe kumandiro kala nendiro ne kuma kanjaw se jamfa wala assalamu alaikum soko mbari todi mani ka ko min tola
Hello, Mansada.
Juma? Mansada nyadi? Todi ma bismillah radio tala wala jam fala. Hello? Kam do tata bal do be jan. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Mbadi todi mani kan ko min tola. Juma? Suleiman Jaji radio tala wale jam fara purunga nyoma. Bismillah. Bismillah radio tala wale jam fara purunga nyoma mbadi. Bismillah.
Ni masa kunda ma implement ni min mira wote kala de masa kunda di dala no possible ni kare penyu tiara ya dira ye do ya bula ci nyam ya mero ko ila masa kunda di dala ko foi se to nyale no di ko yo taman to nya tiele di to nya tiela nakarin tiel bana ila nakaro re o drone de banko fa mu fu la katanya ko yon wani ajibi inde kita ja kele man ke ja konde rebellion ku man ke ja inde kita ja ko mu dol man so o ku a ti ko sale ko kelo ke la do ni ke de kita ja do ke har rebellion buka wala na pointa to nyale tamba to nya tiyo la nakar wala nakaro ila
okay
o donne fit wala be kayro
abarka ba ke ngatandu ngajay ngodo fana ngi banta assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam adam fadera faten sabal mbe konton nambe aliou fal konton
bismillah
nkai gambia o kai kuma moyo lemde kuma lima buka moy yoto kibar wo kibar nanata mo ne buka kuma moy je safa minna alhamdulillah fa subhanallahi doro
je subhanallahi fo
wallahi yafi ofe moy ka fa ni subhanallah wallahi mo buka kuma moy gambe safa minna alhamdulillah adama fadera alkamilla biricho kuma fo bolongo kono ma yaje ni yaji be gambia dingolu ko do bije wallahi faye famo bilem nta malo tol mo sifare ti gambia han kabi politique la anim banku do kulay ma o bondi no nyo ko man sakunda e so fendo ku politiko kamma alalon ko na fate bela wo ko tal na fala fan man sakando ko ke nganiyol la banku dimo kela namomi injo inyantale namo murundi kan ya do ku nyale to ngani min soto lanno min soto yela sanjinu kan karatela ifana nyanta wo ngani yo soto lewo lanno soto yela namo murundi kan bar adam baro e o fen ka dem amon kenke fan ataman fenne fan kai itol kamili foko adam baro le wolike adam baro ma wolike andu adam baro le bambu wol ko ma pour politikole la Gambia di woli nyantalo na ko barona ta politiko la baro man na banku do kula barona ta politiko la obe politiko la banko kan andu victimol fanan ntamma fa ko te justice soto la de baro jamanon tede wallahi adam baro jamanon tede Gambia bele victimo to ko Gambia mu banku ndindindin net Gambia mu akamunta ko suloni afenyo jampata nyawnya ni anyo pota ka dimile Gambia be nyama Gambia be le kata victimoti bari ko man sakote jamano bar adam baro wonte adam baro kam mira woni victimo la ko wote kel wonte kilim nim baro ke mira nun kon tan namina sila mo le kata banko kan falindiro min kata dalili jumala kamma Gambia di wolle tora tanko wallahi adam baro bina ko bina Gambia di wol fankal wole ka fay fangoy ko mol ka kengol to fa ko ka fa ko haniye wala ni yaaya jamelan sa carte biwo ani mi manca hada maddi got tente fa molle dewta wode o ko na tenata wolto baro bu ke nira wala nim baro ke nira nu wala wallahi baro te sidu njaay tala sidu njaay ni yalon ka ko yaaya jamele be sila ko Gambia le be banna baro te sila fa ba kar to boja ta sangi mu wonni te yaaya jamela man sakunda kono kuyini jamme woman ko min ke ofanyomi kuja wata keri ya wata tala fa wulita ay gango wulindi ikayayi ko ya jamme be kala kinnati ako musu ko tendi wata presna wula Gambia ko ko tay kuyini jamme ya timo le dida kayayi ko Gambia ta na dan ko to janni Gambia be banna ya jamme la filo da mal be kala presna wata oto nate o kuyini ke presna malo ate o kuyini ke ministrative alon ko ate mole ke ministre minne man duwa fan Gambia dileke senti kotenke naman ke yaya jamme kuini o ka fo nyaato ka yajanne ko kuini e molle buute kuini e molle soron kuini e molle fa Gambia banko kan miliyalo hani bi wala silole be balurin ni ya adam baroko ate victime wala tebe lola wolle ni aluma minna moli ya jay wolta kay wolle na kinda fa wala jumale nyanta lon na ko victime wolbe la justice to lale ikane mira o fawala victim te justice te o sotola baro jamano te ko jamani ko tambar adam baro jamano ite victim o te ite imaje ya jami min ka wala akare alkalo li jolal bayri ya jamme tatal fay alkalo landa fawala hanni be pati ko to alkalo ke bay sate fa to be kata Gambian alkalo to dal milika mo korda telu mutun dila sate li to koy man tara APR imaje sai ngata fana wulta kaka alkalo la katanda fangol amurta ko te kaka sefol la katandi fangol la lunu tambita sefol ka oda kele pour ya moso atare man tuske neske la dimba kun ke soro bar wala banta nyin jamano kan wo bantare wallahi sefol ni alkalo la albuka mola dinna karambunjo albuka mola namujo albuka mola bilijo albuka modin samba loptano to alna la kordal le mala la kordal to pato anin tundo la ko nasital nin tundo be dengala liyake sembo min dital la kunungal ne to so la fajannin duniya be banna duniya le falinta Gambia sonte man son faye falin adam fare ran so do mandin abala fa warta ni ku ya warta o fanyomi Gambia de fota tundo min to wala ofanyomi sa tena di je bakalar madina made makunda ne makunku iman ji soto iman kuran soto iman sila kende soto iman marse soto ila musolu birin suba ke katara wulo kon la fasate de Gambia de kelale wala wulo kon ni kantola bar woto musolu wala kalobi ka foko ofanyomi ma opposition yalo ntol kama taraman sale noma atole taraman sanoma fali pa alibe fala o batani nyano ni toro la kono alibe ni kono ngatol kalma opposition yalo opanyomi o sakena no wulu wala to barage fala batale kono bayra tol ma opposition yalo abara
na murna so kono assalamu alaikum
Assalamu
to dima ani kanko bane min tola
Ibrahima Jane Nyambay
Ibrahima Jane radio tala yewolde jam fala bismillah
Jane Nyambay
bismillah
ndela fa jam da ngorom be jomen be basi
iber yo tala wolle jam fala ni ko nga ñomo mbadi
ndela fa jam da
ni man jam fa radio la wolle ya tala don te ñomo no la an sabe ko kan bismillah
la fa jam la dang wolom basi la bijo alom kambe ngorom dega mo ñola len men di forane men di tamara hay wati waro ma mira ko Menbe ke la sa be ko bina kala ete la mira burum ba salo re ka man an ne aji ko salo ni media sabu be ngolo media ila to si bo sabo so be ngolo la manje de ko do ba da sin hono wala min de ko ni ba sen ko ni nyande ya la di ho yuara de nyalje ya mo ko mon na politique banku doko monna si faram pala banku doko monna mbadu nyundi badanga mako no woti ni gande mo fulale boteje wala mo saba adama si adama bi bulle jeme abita das injiri mo mudia ko ta for me for sound dia ka fa but the thing is basing ko difindi nyai ni sala jelle ni bangu gamila lo ko to yu ga joje na mate Senegal medri ko ka ko nya dal mo batna yiri kenna sani ko tele ni salo jo jumal la barabi ci la barabi ni bang fo gambe no la barabi because Gambia you are a section in the Gambia Gandhi one division so the only division on the other division no sali because you ko kella salo sa de fa ci ni rabu fonya sa ni ndel ma ko ko ba fa be abe kulo ko ndel so this is the point. You might get politics. This is national issue. You don't know politics. They found it in the same. It is not a negative. No one knows politics. So now you should see me follow.
Barakabak. Ngado jibe bara. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Fadela.
Mbading todi mani kan kumani mintole.
Ye Ismaila Emson ko Angleterre.
Ismaila bismillah.
Ngai bambadi abanyadi.
Nawe nyola de
suro sina bali nge ko donga ngale fal konto
abe moy ka
mi njakal le wala ko passé bridge ngamera niye bridge lo pour kam molla bal nya sone ande bi ningi iko ike charge manna afford no si balu nya ko lende again andu modol bi wal ma choice ko isa use the wrong bar sa en kala ngi karo passé bridge ani sanglo ko na bridge ani krewan bridge pakale ba bridge what is the difference odo ninga pasen ko charge dan jaran ko pakale ba they should start paying but hako
but we go for krewan nyanta jo
no one I'll give him a waiver be waiver dira wala
ani but we go nyanta jo la nyanta follow bari le krewan
yo sa ma de koldum some of this infrastructure, Gambia, we need to build capacity. Bao banku bring independent science, sangata war running thing, and it be more. Even a single company means slow big construction Gambia correct mass or be. Until every project don't outsource, we pay in dollars. Be that Ministry of Works should build the capacity at least be CSE is next to Senegal. If CSE as a company can build roads, quality roads, why can't we, Ministry of Works, ningo silo dai sona ya Gambia be nga soro anyama en fonga fon silo fonga bil fong lede yo no ningo ka bil ma fonga concrete so we should build capacity at least make sure at least we find alternative source of income to ngalem banko fo si julol ta fo si julol jo bari passé bridge ngamara wo as a grand ingental at least wo ya di basan ko la des pangaw enjoy demanding yo victims fa halibi ba play mas bari to nyabo ko mu anu to nyabo ko tole alung bi loi be minibulu sambo be minibulu ndola karama jam fade bari ko wala talbisul haqqa bil batili wa taktumul haqqa wa antum ta'lamun Tonya has already been established. You could not mix truth with falsehood when truth has already been established. What I'm going to move to Tonya Algota Monday.
Okay.
Wala community ya dia Manila. Ala baraka bake.
Abaraka bake. Nge tendu nge jaye bake. Ngo do jibe suwa kono. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Todima anikam kumani minto.
Ge kumani sere Bakar Dabo.
Bakar ila radio tara walle jam fala.
Ngalen ka jam fala fam.
Bismillah Bakar.
Alama. Na faye ko gande ma wara. Muna igandi ka salo jo fo salo salo gande ba. Jawe bari banyu billion data salo bi fo aduna jo ba. Kala billion jo ba. So fanya jo ba. Ya men lo ko fa ke kewan. Fo ka jo ba. Makata ka jo ba. Fayi kan yan jodo fo moto te buga ru taxi joba ina ru taxi ala fo para de mulana be sawo jora e kana o ke molla nimba ko be rabake sangi tallu sangi worowla man fa sa mulama keri balu man sa no anyama ya be kinda man sa anyama ye nganya fa man sa anyama nyoko nyu khasfa nyu fa man nyu kapta nyu wa fa man so nyano ore sawo koje molla sero senige sawo koje
gasalo kode
ay da sawo koje afa da sawo koje
izabara abaraka bake ngate do ngaje gasalo ko no do jibe zo kono assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum assalam Umar
to di mani kan kuma ne minto
ya sanya nan birka majida
bismillah sanya
yo baraka baka almale baraka ke radio ni radio almale amin almale nge mai banko beden
amin ataf kamun da ta da bar do fanan be jarama ala duwal jabir assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
to di ma ani kan kuma ne minto
wo se de bato
bismillah
for ka mo jaay fale
tonya
be mu ya marol ke a comme duniya kay fonga ya don ko fo e sato ndin ya don ko da fonga yo samba do mondi
abuga bay
an ko da ya don ko lo bala
wallahi
ta de o ya don ko lo bala so ko banko ya don ko lo bala yo ni mi be ka foten de da ngale kinene de da kambera ya ta talo ko ko kambera bi ta ya ta ngale ami nyanda kela wol mu ko na mu senola donc wa kambano wolla na sinol ni ka fu pression be do ku ka ay do ku aya tala na mu bi senola amano do ku no folo ngam ko no ko bi ta no antara banko fanan dol se ya lonko e be sola la kandera fenna ay wal tamira no wa fodale ko babu dol ko ina sakana de wala kabega kabja fanan kabina jawala la wato ya jambe la wato babu ne ma sola kabde fenna na tre na do sola na sola del nim fankas yo tema ko yu kata fo woda katabe ñen mi ligéde del dewol banno ramu do
okay
nenga mol sa projet do alon ko bilano je
Abaraka ba.
Masa mira ko alama so kaila.
Abaraka banta last korata. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Adam.
Todima ani kan kuma ne minto.
Ngo ontalam karambalam jambe.
Karamba jamme minto.
Ya, elchin.
Etela mu last korata bismillah.
Ya, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin kuraba. Yo adam bare comme birijo ni nakuro. Ni ajibe irkanda bambatenda birijo mi farfeje. Abe badi bula kono. Yo bari bunkol biri ayo bari buka jole.
Jara para gajo.
Okay, so sa ni bari buka jo jara kajo e ka fam. So biro keta mona mana complain mona mana moy jara complain mona mana moy bari bu complain. Wodi naba nyama tik fakta ki se fair game naba nyama ba se fana ni ko ay jo. Ba nimba se tamanjo bara bari fana manya na jo la jara fana manya na jo. Banko ni be banko dogule kanin tilin wala samba ye e ka ala na lan kila la jibe. Abiga kan yindo ko kafu ko ndin kar la boro tundi kilin o manya na jola ban nin kar yoro membo tundi kilin ko nyanta jola no amay o manya na ka o manya na kake kafu ko ndebo do basele o ndebe basen ko le fasala o manya na kal banko do ko
okay
farfene ka jole ni jara ka jo mo na wana complain no moy andum banko lo kole ya momo so nim padi buba jola jara ba jola be base ya jo nim base mamanya na jola jara manya na jola bari manya na jola ni na kala ni na mto jare
okay
ni o manke dron fatam fanso le beke
okay
banko be kole ar nyam be ba lonni so nyanda ngo ku sa stop gambe be dam ta tinyata bara alama ale ende ma sone ya
amin allah
okay ala baraka alama ale be so
nga tentu nga jayi bake telemun na last kolati borom jasi sarodi
ka multendu ke jay fadera commander landing safer landing minu be bem fe programme kono minu ane minu fena bina la moy la nyato ke tentu ke jay dron ko ya fa nyame wato en so jandela fo wati do ala baraka bake
ngal tentu ngal jay alla lamor ko nyimani alla jiber ko nyimala bari maral kawna be nyim banko kan mo ba ku kal banko kan isakato be ke yala maral kan al subhanahu wa ta'ala man sabama sakallan ka nga tentu nin tentu be kamal man kudola nga warandi ni wanjiro be danda sirno birin ay niyotum bala ay ndema fel fanan bi fanan be katani kum fakan ni alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alman tankala katani katatola alman tankala bonon nambarola alma suto to diala ala baraka fowati do.
Do you want to get more value for your dollars? And if the fees you pay for your transfer also matter to you?
Then ABS Money Transfer is your approved way to send money, nduga, cash power or mobile credit to family and loved ones in the Gambia.
Sending money with APS is like sending SMS. Our service is fast, reliable, safe and convenient. We have all our services under one roof at APS. We give you competitive rate, low fee and more payout locations nationwide than competition. We provide instant cash pickup, home cash delivery, or better still, deposit money direct into your personal bank account in the Gambia and be in charge of who sees what sits in your personal bank account.
Our APS cash service provides you with great peace of mind whilst you are on holidays in the Gambia. Should you run out of cash, you can use our POS for unlimited cash withdrawal with your European bank card. Just call us on 399-5264 for this service.
Our unique and innovative Nduga service provides and delivers high-quality essential goods locally sold in the Gambia. You can buy food items such as cooking oil, rice, sugar, and other essential goods.
You can also buy building materials to build your big and magnificent houses on time with our nationwide Nduga coverage service. No more going to the market. With APS Nduga, we let you concentrate on other important tasks while we take care of your Nduga shopping.
You can send money from anywhere in the world to the Gambia with APS using your bank card, and our services are available 24/7 online. Our Senegal and other African customers can use our Worry service.
Download our APS Money app today from Google Play Store or App Store.
Call us today on our UK office number +44 121 64 33003 or on WhatsApp +44 790 402 8180 or on our Gambia office number 399 5264 or on WhatsApp on 399 5264.
Better still, visit us online at www.apsinternational.com.
APS is a service approved by you.
Gambiankol sako bullo lalo kale ko kukutole natal labanko kande nim kukuto wala mo bitiki kutoti ka fomi ye monto paint shop nim monto paint shop abale dame wala mo welengara police station o bala doron ni fotata je penturo sifa wo sifa ite sulatala iba bele sotola pentur lalu ban kabirin mine yalon ko lafte da bungol ni nyandira kabirin bungol lomba motol long anin fengo fenni atra ka pentur ibe penturo sotla nyindula doron neto mi yalon ko pentur kendol long mine yalon ko e kabale nan tubabu dule straight into the Gambia nga oil paint sotale jele anin water paint kata fo plastic paint anin waterproof paint penturol mini alon ko e jimal lom penturol mini alon ko nin tulol lom anin penturol mini alon ko plastic mal lom penturol fam mini alon ko hani jiye ma tanawata na buka tela wala badi ngolo nal taradbe bundo ko la lafta penturola asifa o sifa adabe diarin ko sukuro andung isulata minnaje ikawole soto jal se kumande nin telephone on
246-1384 wala 200-7520 or 789-7111 wala WhatsApp +44 7404 461659
ando manna da wala ning allafta kilin sandirola wala jama sandiro nka beleke mimboko wholesale and retail wala monto pen shop nyinne nata kan dahandi na pentrol la na pentro ay nyinya ay garanti ay me atara eman kodi jama joji wala monto pen shop alngam borinu jannabe badam badimo ngalone ko Gambian kolude ila fita menna wolon pareti anin nganya nyenne ya sabu fankadan fason shop mini yalon ko ila fengol be kabonam Barcelona la Spain inata fengol fena nyembanko kam puru ngam pare anin nganya itoludu ye pare rango men sambale na nyembanko kan bayolo kabirin ke bayolo ban fo musu bayolo dinde won nin ke balo ilafta bayo sifa o sifala nyinno mu pitikoti isa sotono dame andum emanna da wala iko kella nyundum fe nyemalu ikafumi ye main dress ani musol la ladies wear ike bele soto emanna da wala de kella nyin haftano lo hamne denyo anda ak jamano musol la nyin abayalo ani sweet pansolo mini alon ko wollo nyin kuttu nyemalu ti kel se dunnole musolu fana ye dum kata office to do ko wala ntolu dun na bitiko to ni fotata je dami yalon ka be welingara le nemala Johnson oto nga kilin sandirol kele barin kamurum fanan ka jama wafiro ke ka fumi wholesale and retail wala badi ngolo a ngalu da handila de ning anata dundam fegol lela nyama nyana bola mo fe kotande andu manyana tala dula kotento nyanta tala damin wala mo fankadan fason sopti alsen katanyo ano nin telephone wala le
727-1402
wala
WhatsApp 501-5876
fankadan fason shop badi ngolo natale alla fason buntungo mimbali Gambia jan kabale nam Barcelona Spain Bangkok wala alingam pare
You've been struggling with poor internet for years, haven't you? You spend a fortune on data weekly and still aren't getting your money's worth. Well, we believe you deserve better. We believe you deserve DK Telecom. Yes, you heard me right. DK Telecom. DK Telecom is a Gambian-owned internet service provider which ensures its customers fast and unlimited internet connectivity at madly reasonable prices for both your corporate and domestic settings. Our dedicated team work round the clock to give you value for money. Listen carefully. It really is a new age in telecommunications, and you should be a part of it, because at DK Telecom, we believe you deserve to be treated right and given the best. All you have to do is visit our office at Sky Blue Plaza on the Bethel Harding Highway, Bijilo, and speak to our friendly customer service agents who will gladly walk you through a plan suitable for you. Better still, call us on 884-4000 or 954-4000. You can also send us an email at info@dktelecom.gm or visit our website at www.dktelecom.gm. Your internet service is only one form away. DK Telecom, we promise the difference will amaze you.
Badimon Ablay Sidibe de mi yalon ko abale banko kanjang ate mu jaral la baleti de nya dimo sifa o sifa foy katarak le soto bang walla nyalle mandiya walla wulinde finko le bela bang Ablay Sidibe ate mu specialist solte ning anata nya jarola bara manna da wala de nim pile fanam bela anin kulu fetamo anin kelu min yalon ko e buka sembo soto no futu wala fannala anin kono de momi yalon ko wala kam solo ma ni be kuro jara wato minna Ablay Sidibe akanyim bele jara anin sasa sifa dolo Ablay Sidibe dun abale damin wala mo brikama Madina filo balaje Madina salande moto akadoko kaleje sibito anin dimaso bari akatarale hamadiya lapitano nyatile wala talinding dami yalon ka akadoko ke woto kabotanan lungala kata fo arjuma lungala walla badi mo latol min yalon ko nyin jakalo wala balla fo nyaadi mo lon bang walla fo payel lon fo kulu fetangolon anin sembenta yalon futu wala fannala anin kono de mo musolla fannala sakodi be kurol jekan al se fero ke ale Ablay Sidibe commande din telefono la 269 3798 walla 778 2504 Ablay Sidibe jaral la balon mi yalon ko abali banko kan al nga fero ke nga futa Ablay Sidibe ma ni woni na sabu ni mal benta be kandi yalla le Kering wala Ablay Sidibe wala be commandiro
butungo mbadi ngolombe mo be salamola ato na kontongola mba fula mole ko tonya fo tumo sita muna ko bono mu batiolti bari nyakulu malo kalero kono mu ba kunkolo fangoleti kuno dampa na singo me kuno na fa kuno yo lonne butungo mba fola anyanta fola nyame butungo Menbe Kering mba fola wala nyama Menbe Kering ma fula wuli nyama muna Menbe Kering yo ma satala wuli nyama muna Menbe Kering ma fula wuli nyama muna Menbe Kering yo ma satala wuli nyama afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe lamel afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe lamel Menbe Kering ma fula wuli nyama muna Menbe Kering ma satala wuli nyama muna Menbe Kering yo ma fula wuli nyama muna Menbe Kering mbasata la wala nyama afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mwe afo pamodu munasata afo